Oh, nope, I'm gonna set a goal for you. You see how that one is, these plates are angled like ramps? Yeah, you know what I'm
Yes.
Boy, I sure like stunting in battlegrounds, don't you? If only they would make a game where all you did was drive around in a car and ramp stuff and do flips and tricks and stuff. That sure would be cool. Oh wait, there is such a game. It's called Rush. Midway Games was a huge game developer and publisher who really understood the 90s. It was all flaming basketballs, cut off jean shorts, and hot babes. Unfortunately for them, the 90s ended and so did they. But in their prime, fresh off the success of Cruisin' USA and Cruisin' World, Atari came along and said, what if we make the same game but replace the hot babes with Mountain Dew cans scattered in awkward places around the map? What? How am I supposed to get up there? This would satisfy the already strong measures of the helicopter parents who were censoring quality cartoons and games at the time.
Good day. I'm H.A. Futterman, Professor of Broadcast Standards here at Kids WB, and you've just witnessed Relaxovision. Relaxovision is a process that inserts calming, mirthful images into scenes that might be too intense for the kiddos watching at home. Freakazoid's extremely violent brawl with the demon ninjas was replaced by a soothing scene of fishies as they think their happy little pleasant thoughts.
Thus, Rush 2 was born. Some say it is a racing game, but I have never seen it. It does have tracks, however, mostly of famous places like Las Vegas, New York, and you can even recreate your favorite scenes of Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage in The Rock.
Listen, I'm just a biochemist. I drive a Volvo, beige one.
Additionally, you can reverse the map in different ways, add fog, and even add wind, which I don't know why you would want to do, but we're not interested in that. You can even drive through an entire model of their office building, which really gives you a deep understanding of why this company went out of business. It even includes their HVAC ductwork. So what really sets this game apart? Why should I put down Mario 64 for this? Well, one thing is the number of customizations. There are so many cars to choose from for different experiences, and you can customize them to look like the ugliest shit from the 80s. There's manual and automatic transmissions, rims, horns, engines, all the stuff you pay thousands of dollars for in GTA 5. It's all here, free. I love the hatchback. It's a good mix of speed and durability. It rolls really well. But then people will come to me and say, hey Q, Dreamcast is the greatest console ever made. And I'll be like, BAM! And break out the Crazy Taxi. And remember that VW bus in PUBG? It's right here. And of course we have the concept cars, which look cool as hell. So let's get into the meat of things. Your heart starts pounding, you start grabbing for your children to make sure they're tucked in, because this is where the serious gaming begins. And meanwhile, you're serenaded with the jamming, grooving beats which permeate this entire game. Aside from racetracks, there's a stunt map, which is the only map I play. I will be your tour guide. I will show you how a real man does it. Over here we have the Tower of Babel. Usually gives you some good twists. I did not get that here. Stuck the landing perfect. Here we have the boobs. No man ever survives the boobs. Over here we have the most important ramps in the game, where people spend most of their time. It's really good if you can ramp the first one and kind of bounce off the second one. Over here we have the wasteland, where the developers got lazy and didn't put any more ramps. There's also, you can see there's a second floor above this with more ramps. The game doesn't put a lot of restrictions on the player. The physics are really good. There's a lot of skill to it, more than it might appear. Speed of your approach, angle of your approach, how fast you're going, which way you're turning your wheels even. Whether you're revving the engine when you're landing or not. All of these things can make a difference. There's a lot of cheats in this game though, and there's one to reduce the gravity heavily. I recommend staying away from that one. Every time you turn it on, you immediately get stuck in the ceiling, or you will ram too high over the walls of the warehouse, and there's nothing out there but endless blackness. And there's no way to reset without just turning your game off. The point system in this game is entirely arbitrary and frustrating, which is part of the charm of the game. It fuels many arguments among friends. One does a fantastic trick and gets no points, another does a little roll and gets 100 million. But that's really where this game shines, is in multiplayer. It's a lot of fun playing with friends, watching your friend tornado across your screen and stuff like that. It's just a game where you want to sit down with your buddy and get some pizza rolls with a full trans fat and some jolly good soda, and just spend the night playing this game. Rush 2 was exclusive to the N64. It is a game that holds up amazingly well, so I'm always surprised to find that nobody remembers it, and yet they all seem to long for such a game to exist. It is as if there is some government conspiracy to erase this game from history, but the masses are just barely aware that something has been stolen from inside of them. This is why I decided to make a video about it. It just amazes me that in 20 years, nobody has made a better game than this. If I was a game dev, this is what I'd be working on. Imagine this game remade, with online multiplayer. I don't think it's that hard to do, and there's a lot to build on. Like, maybe add a touch of weaponry, and a Rocket League style cosmetic monetization system. Until then, I hope you give Rush a chance.